Hey, it's Mike, your host of Craft Beer Storm. How are you doing this year, this decade, the new decade? How about that, 2020? Let's hope we all have 2020 vision in 2020. Last decade was interesting. Unbelievable. I opened a brewery last decade. And I started this podcast last decade, and it's just going into this new year. My brewery, my current location's for sale. Check it out, www.craftbeerstorm.com, if you're interested. You can't beat this price. It's ridiculous, so check it out. But we have craft beer brew news today, and this is courtesy of Brewbound. Our first story, Heineken USA giving away 31 packs of non-alc beer for dry January. Huh? Heineken USA, or HUSA, is giving away 1,031 packs of its non-alcoholic beer, Heineken 0.0, as part of a campaign to win beer drinking occasions during dry January. And dry January is a month of no consumption of alcohol, which 1 in 5 Americans told YouGov that they will be observing to start 2020. In an effort to capture these presumably lost drinking occasions, HUSA launched a promotion December 27th to give away its January dry pack, which includes 31 cans of Heineken 0.0. The packs will not be available at retailers. I guess I'm not sure how they're going to distribute them. In an effort to boost the non-alcoholic beer brand again in 2020, HUSA has committed another $50 million to the brand. It plans to give away 10 million samples throughout the year. God bless you, Heineken. All this cash. There you go. Through December 1, HUSA was the 5th largest beer company in the U.S. with off-premise dollar sales of $1.3 billion. But that's down 2.4% year over year, according to market research firm IRI. 2.4% of $1.3 billion is a lot of money. So I guess these guys are scrambling. But there you go. Free non-alcoholic beer for you. Next story. New York lawmaker proposes doubling state beer tax. What's going on in New York? Manhattan Assemblyman Harvey Epstein introduced a bill Monday that would more than double New York State's excise tax on beer from 14 cents per gallon to 30 cents per gallon in an effort to help fund State University in New York and the City University in New York, according to the Times Herald Record. According to Epstein's estimates, the increased tax could generate about $96 million annually, which puts the excise tax rate in line with the state's wine excise tax. In the bill's legislative memo, Epstein noted that the state's beer excise tax is the 12th lowest in the nation. And nevertheless, the bill is likely to struggle for support given Andrew Cuomo's vocal support for the state's craft beverage makers. As proof of Cuomo's backing of the state's alcohol industry, the governor is expected to push for the legislature to pass legislation to allow alcohol sales in movie theaters during his State of the State address. This is one of those freaking bizarre laws, right? You can't have a beer in a movie theater. Kind of wacky laws like this. And you're going to hear another story. It's going to... Unbelievable. And what's his taxes? New York, you're taxing enough, man. Leave the brewers alone. Jesus. Ridiculous. And, your system, your school system is ridiculous. Billions of dollars. I don't know where it's going. Okay, especially public schools. What's going on there? They need an investigation of the whole system. Anyway, next story. Backlash Beer Company exits Boston area taproom. What? Backlash. Boston's Backlash Beer Company has exited its taproom in the Roxbury neighborhood over the holidays, according to Instagram post. In the Instagram post announcing the taproom closure, the company said it would continue contract brewing the brand. So just leaving their brewery and taproom, they're going to just contract brew. The company said you'll still be able to find our beer on the shelves of your local beer shop and on draft in Massachusetts, Maine, and beyond. And Backlash's landlord has been advertising the space for rent since midsummer as a fully built-out brewer tap room space in Boston. Backlash started producing beer under contract in 2011, opened its $1.5 million brewery in September 2018 behind schedule and $250,000 over its original budget, according to reports. That's a lot of money to put into a brewery. Man, over budget. And they didn't even open like for a year. That's kind of ridiculous. And now the landlord's trying to sell it. But why spend all that money for that kind of brewery? Come up to Portsmouth. I have my location for sale. It's not $1.5 million, nowhere near. And you get a turnkey brewery, 7-barrel. If you got an idea for a beer, come on in and start your own brand. Check me out, Michael at craftbeerstorm.com. I'll give you all the details. And last story, and here's another ridiculous state story. Bill would allow cold beer sales at Indiana grocery and convenience stores. What a shocker. No beer in these stores. It's unbelievable. A beer to allow grocery and convenience stores, call them inconvenience stores, to sell refrigerated beer has already been filed in Indiana Senate. The state senate, according to WIBC 93.1 FM. Currently, the state only allows liquor stores and restaurants with to-go sales privileges to sell cold beer. Indiana's legislative session starts on January 6th. Although the bill has already been introduced, hope for its passage is dim. Indiana Grocery and Convenience Store Association President Joe Lackey told WIBC that some lawmakers will have to retire before it garners enough support to pass. And this is where term limits comes in. This is these old dudes on there, career politicians who need to leave. You're not doing anything for the state. You don't care. You're self-serving. And that's the truth. Leave. Ridiculous. Lackey told the outlet, at a time when grocery stores are going out of business all over the state, people are complaining about food, desserts, but yet cold beer would be one of the things that would allow some of those stores to stay open, and I agree with him. Although legislation legalizing Sunday sales of alcohol in the state's grocery, liquor, and drug and convenience stores was passed in 2018, an effort to change the cold beer prohibition failed. Ridiculous. Indiana, come on. Another ridiculous state law. I want to go out and I want to just get to these legislatures. You know, I need support for this stuff. If you want to support my podcast, you know, sponsor me. I'll take the money and go out like to Indiana with these ridiculous laws and just cause a ruckus. And make them change these laws and go against these politicians that are in there. Term limits, baby. Get them out. In New York, what's going on with this tax? People are leaving New York. I'm on a rant today because it's like ridiculous. These state laws are stupid, and I don't know how they're getting away with them. But, you know, slowly the tide is turning, state by state, you know, getting into 2020, right? The new millennium. Jeez. All right. That's your craft beer news for today. If you like it, hey, go on iTunes. Give us a rating. Give us a review. It takes 2 seconds. Subscribe to the podcast. You get these downloads automatically sent to your phone. And, you know, tell a friend. Tell 10 friends. And check out our website, www.craftbeerstorm.com. We're going to put some more events together. We had a great event in New York in December. And, you know, we're going to put more of those events, food and beer pairing, talking to hotels, and it's going to be good stuff. So stay tuned. I wish you have a good weekend. Go out and visit your local craft brewery and support them. And call your legislatures and ask them what the hell's going on. Why aren't they passing these laws that make sense? And stop taxing people. That's my rant for today. I hope you have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.